All right, let's get right into it. If you're looking for a great dog trainer here in Springfield, Vermont, you're in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect fit for you and your dog.
The goal is pretty straightforward, isn't it? We all want a dog we can enjoy life with. We're talking about those nice, calm walks through Riverside Park, or just being able to run errands on Main Street without any drama. It's all about making sure your dog is a happy part of our community.
So, why does a local trainer matter so much? Well, someone who trains here in Springfield gets it. They know our trails, they know our neighborhoods, and they understand the day-to-day situations your dog is actually going to face. That local knowledge makes the training so much more effective.
Think about it this way. Good training really pays off in two huge ways. First, it helps your dog be a good neighbor, which is just essential for living happily in town. And second, it means you have a confident, reliable buddy who's ready to hit the Black River trails with you. It's a win-win.
Okay, so how do you actually pick a good trainer from the ones out there? Let's break down what to look for. We're going to focus on three main things: the methods they use, the certifications they have, and the kinds of programs they offer.
The number one thing you're going to want to look for is a philosophy called positive reinforcement. This is hands down the most effective and humane way to train. It's not just about bribing your dog with treats, it's about using rewards to show your dog what you want, which builds an amazing bond based on trust and communication.
So here's what that looks like in the real world. You want a trainer whose methods are all about rewards, clear communication, and building your dog's confidence. What you want to avoid, and this is a big red flag, is anyone who uses fear, intimidation, or physical punishments. Those old-school methods can actually make behavior problems worse and really damage your relationship with your dog.
So, how can you tell if a trainer knows their stuff? Check for certifications. Now, these letters might look like alphabet soup, but they matter. CPDT-CAK means they've passed a big test on training knowledge. KPA-CTP means they've gone through some really intensive, hands-on training. And if you're dealing with tougher issues, like serious anxiety, a CDBCA is a behavior consultant with specialized expertise.
All right, next up, what kind of training format is best? Group classes are fantastic for getting your dog used to being around other dogs and people, and they're usually easier on the wallet. On the other hand, private lessons give you that one-on-one attention to really focus on your specific goals or fix problems that only seem to happen at home.
And of course, we have to talk about one of the most practical questions: how much does this all cost? So let's decode the pricing you can expect to see for dog training right here in the Springfield area.
Before I show you the numbers, just take a second to think about it. What do you guess a 6-week class might cost, or a single private session? Let's see how your guess lines up. Okay, this table gives us a really solid idea for Springfield and Windsor County. You can see a standard group class usually falls somewhere between $140 and $250. A 1-hour private lesson is typically in the $80 to $130 range. And yeah, those more intensive options like board and train are a much bigger investment. The main takeaway here is that the price really depends on the trainer's experience and what you need.
Now, being a great dog owner isn't just about training. It's also about knowing the local rules of the road and all the great resources our town has to offer.
Here are the three big ones every dog owner in Springfield needs to have on their radar. First, we have a leash law on all public property. Simple enough. Second, a rabies vaccination isn't just a good idea, it's required by state law. And third, every dog over 6 months old needs to be licensed with the town. It's all about keeping our dogs and our community safe.
So once you start your training, you're going to need good places to practice. Springfield has some excellent spots. The jog run over at Riverside Park is perfect. It's fenced, so you can safely work on off-leash skills. And for practicing that loose leash walking, the trails at the Springfield Town Forest and the Baltimore Recreation Area are just fantastic.
Okay, this is probably the most important part of the whole process. Once you've found a trainer or two that you like, you need to interview them. Having the right questions ready to go will help you make a really confident final decision. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet for that first phone call. You'll definitely want to ask about their philosophy and their certifications, but also ask how they're going to create a plan specifically for your dog. Make sure you get a clear breakdown of the costs and find out what you'll need to be doing for homework. Oh, and asking if they work with vets on tricky cases, that's always a great sign.
Picking the right trainer really is the first step to building an incredible life with your dog. A well-trained dog is one that can just chill out at home, be a polite member of the neighborhood, and join you in exploring all the amazing outdoor beauty Springfield has to offer. Best of luck on this journey. It is so worth it.